I would love to introduce Sofia Carpenter from the USA, who is a women's empowerment coach, writer, and entrepreneur. Her journey from pain to purpose fuels her mission to help others find their voice and power. Wow. So I'm looking forward to your talk about the hidden secret to power, which is turning your pain into purpose. Thank you so much, Sophia.
I said thank you for having me here today, and it's a privilege to be here. I never thought myself as a entrepreneur helping other women, and so I went. Can I introduce a little bit about me?
You can say whatever you want. It's your
Okay,
stage.
okay. So I pursued social work as my profession, um, but then 3 years ago, the Lord introduced me to the transformation journey about helping other women through what I've experienced and what I've been through. And so I lost my family in the car accident when I was just 5 years old. And so this is where my journey began. I tell people that my journey, I don't remember what the before, but since the car accident, that's when my story really began. And so I would like to start off my speech. So I want you to close your eyes for a moment. Picture this, living with your family in a small trailer. It's not much, but it's home. You have a place to sleep, a food to eat, and it feels like you have everything. Then, bam, in a single moment, everything changes. You can open your eyes. Hi, my name is Sofia Carpenter, and like so many of you, I know exactly what it feels to face a painful loss. My life my life was turned upside down in a car accident. The grief was overwhelming and sudden. I felt lost, defined by my pain. See, I didn't only lose my family, but I was also left paralyzed and in a wheelchair. And lastly, I was put into a strange home with people I did not know. But here's the truth that I discovered. Grief doesn't have to be where your story ends. And now I want to help you do the same. Because your story isn't over, it is just waiting to be written. When the accident happened, my world stopped. One moment, I was surrounded by love, by people who cared for me, by the warmth of my mom and dad. The next, I was shattered into millions of pieces. I remembered sitting in the hospital, staring at the walls, unable to process what had just happened. Grief didn't knock gently on my door, it barged in, uninvited, and it took over. I felt like I was drowning in emotions I couldn't control: anger, guilt, hopelessness. Some days I even wondered if I'd feel whole again or even happy again. Maybe you know what the feeling of heaviness in your chest, the thoughts that never seem to quiet down. The world keeps moving, but inside you feel frozen in time. I want you to know you are not alone. And at my lowest, I believed my story had ended. But what I didn't realize was that pain was only the beginning of my transformation. One day, someone asked me a question that changed everything. If your loved one could send you a message right now, what would they say? I sat with that question for a long time. Would they want me to suffer, to stay stuck in the past? Or would they want me to live, to carry on their memory forward with love, not just sadness? That was the moment I realized I had a choice. I could let grief define me, or I could redefine my grief. I stopped asking, why did this happen to me? And started asking, what can I do with this? And that's when the healing truly began. The healing didn't just happen overnight. It was a journey of rediscovering myself, learning to sit with my pain instead of running from it. This is the first step of my coaching program, Healing from the Inside Out. It means giving yourself permission to feel, but not letting those emotions control you. It means rewriting the narrative in your mind that not to not as a victim of life, but as a woman of great strength, as someone with power, as someone who can rise from the ashes of pain. I started practicing mindfulness. I learned to breathe in through the waves of emotions rather than be consumed by them. I want you to try something with me right now. Take a deep breath in and out. Again, and out. Feel that? That's your power. That's your presence. No matter what happened in your past, you are still here. And if you are still here, that means your story is still being written. Once I started healing, I realized something beautiful. I wasn't the same person I used to be, and that was okay. So often we try to hold on to who we were in the past before the loss, but transformation means stepping into a new version of you, one shaped by resilience, by confidence, by boldness. This is the second step of my coaching. Reclaim. It's about giving yourself permission to evolve, to find joy again, to honor your past, but not be trapped by it. I started dreaming again. I started believing in a future where I could carry my loved one's memory with love, not just with sadness. The final piece of my journey and the final step of my coaching is rise. Because once you embrace who you are becoming, The next question is, what do you want your future to look like? I had to learn to dream again, to set goals, to believe that my life still had meaning, still had purpose, and you can too. If you take away one thing from my story today, let it be this. Your pain is not the end of your story. It's the beginning of owning your power. I invite you to schedule your free one-on-one breakthrough session today because your story isn't over. It's just waiting to be rewritten. Before we leave, I want you to close your eyes one more time. Imagine yourself 1 year from now, not stuck in pain, but standing in strength, living a life that honors both your past and your future, feeling peace, feeling joy again. That future is possible and it starts today. Thank you.
Wow.
And you can follow me on Facebook. And do you have my link that you can, um, or I can do it after?
Put everything in the chat, Sophia. What an absolute honor to hear your story. And this is the thing that I find that word story such a downplay because it's not a story, it's your life. And for you to stand so fully in your power and say it with that unwavering courage and strength and resilience. And I know you're in this moment right now. And I know that we go like this, but that is transformational because there's a story and telling a story and it's your life, it's your experience, and that really shows the strength of your soul. Really amazing. Beautiful. Thank you. I feel so
Thank
honored
you.
to have heard your story. Wow. And I know you're going
Thank you for
to
having me here.
change so many lives because you are you embody what you are going to create. So whoever has the privilege of working with you, their life is going to completely change. I'm so happy that you chose to come here and speak today and share your story. And even if people are not here now, your story is now recorded for anyone to have access to. Amazing, 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 amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.